What is happening? Welcome back to another pitcher video breakdown. My name is Nick Pollack, former college pitcher and then turned pitching coach and travel baseball coach and founder of pitcherlist.com. And what we're going to talk about today is Shane Bieber. What is going on here? He had this terrible performance against the Seattle Mariners. We're going to break down this third inning. It's a very long one, so strap in for this. But we're going to go down his pitch mix, talk about his approach, see kind of what happened, and this is someone who's, one of the best pitchers in baseball. He shouldn't be having innings like this, and we'll kind of figure out what's going on. If you are unfamiliar with Shane Bieber, this is what he throws. It's a four-seamer that's going to be about low 90s, sometimes mid-90s there. Good command on that generally. Last year he had a cutter that he mixed in with that about 16% of the time. Actually dropped to only 3% as he's started to throw more of these sliders that get a lot of swinging miss. Now, the problem is he's not really throwing them in the zone much. Same with that curveball, as well as he also has a changeup he throws to lefties. So generally, the idea with Bieber is to be throwing this fastball inside the zone, and then once he's ahead, then he throws breakers and sliders that get a ton of swings out of the zone to keep batters off kilter, off base, I don't know, at bay. In general, you're going to see Bieber a little bit different than your typical approaches. I've talked before about guys going away from batters, but Bieber loves going down and in with that curveball, with that slider into the danger zone down here. So definitely watch this one. We're going to go through it with against the Mariners series. He leaves off against Donovan Walton, and we're going to see how this inning fell apart for Shane Bieber. So first pitch, he's trying to just get a fastball away. Essentially comes back in. That's fine at 93 miles per hour. Nothing really of note there. Comes back with a curveball, gets the strike, right? 83, just nips the corner, but he gets actually might be a slider as it's a little bit harder than the curveball, which actually curveball's like at 83, 84. This is probably the curveball. Slider's a little bit harder at 86. So this is fine. He's got a gift 0-2. This is standard affair of Bieber. I'm ahead in the count. I'm going to now likely attack with that breaking ball. One of them down here is you can actually even see the glove tilting underneath as if I'm going to expect this to be low. That's a very standard affair for Bieber. That's the curveball again at 84. Didn't get the swing. Okay, that's fine. Likely we'll go back to a fastball or even maybe another breaker and get the swing this time. Beautiful. Executed again. Gets the strikeout. This is standard Bieber. There's nothing crazy so far. I mean, I normally I would freak out if it were like a pitcher that isn't very good in doing that kind of thing, but I'm just so used to this with Bieber, right? That was a first pitch fastball for a strike. Got another one with a curveball inside the zone that maybe he got a little bit lucky with, but it worked out. And then went twice with it. He didn't give in. Typically, you miss 0-2 with that pitch. They don't swing at it. It's many ways that the batter has deserved a non-curveball. But Bieber said, no, man, that pitch is so good. I'm going to throw it in the dirt now, and you're going to swing, and that's exactly what happened. Okay, so we got another lefty here. This time is Kellnick, who you guys know, of course, a top prospect, recently promoted by the Mariners. Very exciting to watch. And let's see, does he do the same approach? He's going to go fastball away. Kellnick, does he go around? He does. So cool, you got the 0-1 count early. Easy stuff so far, right? Now you do the same approach. You don't throw another fastball here. You're going to throw maybe a slider for a strike or maybe a changeup away. Maybe trying to actually get him aggressive as he was on that first pitch with a check swing there. He wants to swing the fastball. He actually couldn't even hold up when he realized it was a ball. So take advantage of that. Throw a breaking ball down underneath over here. As he does. And that's, look, this isn't necessarily the ideal spot because that is the wheelhouse of lefties. Still, when you can see that Kellnick is looking for a fastball, you're going to get maybe a foul ball on this one and not the massive swing that might send the ball over the right field fence as you throw into their wheelhouse down and in. So there you go. 0-2. You're now seeing that Kellnick is uncomfortable in the box. Throw a better one underneath now. Yep. Oh, that's really good. I mean, this is what Bieber does, I think he kind of wanted it a little bit lower. I know I often say like this is maybe the ideal location for a breaking ball. But considering how close it was to the previous one and how we believe that Kellnick will swing out of his shoes, you might want it a little bit lower. Not necessarily like on the plate, but just not as quite to the zone as because he threw it close enough to the zone. Kellnick was able to foul that off and stay alive. Throw it again. Just throw it lower now. Yep. Oh, and he hung that one in. Hey, he got the pitch call before. He didn't get that one. Fine. Throw it again. Don't give him a fastball. Right. Oh, and he kept that one up again, and Kellnick was able to foul it off. So now, honestly, I think you've thrown this enough that you're showing that I'm not going to give you a fastball, to the point that maybe Kellnick is adjusting away from the heater. And I would personally try and freeze him on a fastball up now, because he thinks it might be a breaker that might fall out of the zone or something along those lines. You might be able to get this up and in and just earn your strikeout. No, they're going down with a low breaker again. And Kellnick did adjust, but it is a fly out to right field as Josh Naylor makes it there. Okay, so not really the best breaker. He hung it up a little too much. Got a little bit lucky in the field there, but nothing too serious. And I love the fact that Bieber just will not give in once he thinks that he's going to beat you on something. So this is good. This is an easy inning, right? This is going to be no problem. He's got a right-hander now, so cool. We're going to see that approach. It looks like early they're either going for a slider for a strike, or they're going to go for a fastball down and away. Probably a fastball. He tries to go to the fastball, and essentially that means that his bottom half rushed out too quickly. His arm didn't get out in time, so that means he's pushing it up. That's fine. Just make the adjustment. Execute the pitch that you want to do here. Oh, love that. Oh, my God. That's such a beautiful pitch. Okay, so that was the thought process I had, was, right, you just missed on a fastball up. I really want to break this one down for you. So here is the impact pitch of this breakdown, okay? Shane Bieber misses 1-0 with a fastball way up. If you're the batter here, if you're Mitch Haniger, you're going to see that he just missed with a fastball way up. And generally, if you're going to throw that at 0-0 and you miss terribly with it at 1-0, you're going to be stubborn, especially someone like Bieber saying, all right, fine, let me execute the thing I wanted to execute, and I'm going to throw that fastball down and away. Haniger is thinking this. Bieber plays that game, is able to feel Haniger's excitement at maybe seeing a fastball now at 1-0, and throws the perfect slider that starts right there where Bieber was supposed to go previously. Haniger's ready for it, and it goes off. I mean, let's watch this one more time. Out of the hand, this is looking like that fastball. It's going to be right here. Haniger's ready for it, and it just goes away and disappears. Beautiful pitch from Bieber. Ugh. Love that. Love it so much. All right. So look, he's looking fine. 1-1. This is the Shane Bieber we know. Everything is great. Misses a little bit of that fastball. And I will say, fastball command is something that Bieber's generally known for. This inning, we haven't really seen it. The first pitch to Donovan was supposed to be outside, was tugged inside. The 1-2 Kellnick was away, and he got lucky on the check swing. Missed really high now to Haniger. Missed away to Haniger. So far, not so good. And that might be the main story here for Bieber. So he does the same thing again. He misses with the fastball, and then he misses the fastball, and then goes, okay, cool, I'm going to play that with the slider. Misses down this time. Haniger's wising up. So now it's 3-1, and generally you do get that swing with it. You got to think he's going back with the fastball now. No, he goes with the curveball. I love that confidence. Able to throw 3-1 curveball to get back in the count. He's trying to get that down, and he just sneaks it in. So it's a little bit of an indication that Bieber isn't quite feeling that curveball. But, I mean, he adjusted in the previous at-bat, so honestly, if I'm Haniger, I wouldn't really adjust with that. 3-2 now. What do you throw? I'm thinking he's probably going to throw not a fastball. Like, he's gone Haniger on that slider before. Let's see what happens here. It is a fastball 94, and he's able to put it just off the plate. I mean, he's too close to take a 3-2, so good job by Haniger. Now, the late swing on that does make me think that he was looking breaking ball. So every step of the way, Bieber has completely outplayed me, which is a good thing. You want that. I mean, keep them constantly guessing. I mean, oh no, I missed that one. Here's that 3-2 pitch. So he just went with that fastball, and you can see that Haniger wasn't looking for it. You might want to go with that again if you have confidence. Oh, and he overthrew a slider. Maybe it was the cutter at 88, because typically the cutter is closer to that, and the slider is a little bit slower at 86 or so. But I think it's 88 because he just overthrew that, and I just won the dirt. Easy take, and it's kind of disappointing. That was a really, really fun battle, and it's sad to see it end in that way. All right. Kyle Seager, mana first, no problem. You can get through this. Here's the first pitch now to Seager. As he tried to go up and in and jam him. Now, look, he missed this spot a lot, but this does send a message, right? It does say, look, this entire at-bat, I know that this is a weakness of yours, and I might exploit it in the future. Just because I'm missing this one, I could be returning to it later on. So if I'm Bieber here, I'm throwing a changeup or a slider here. I'm not throwing that fastball. And he threw it, and he almost got the swing. I think it's because it's too far out at this point. Early in the count, Seager, like if this is 2 strikes, Seager might have fully whiffed, as he's a little bit more protective of the zone. Earlier in the count, this might not be a swing. Yeah, he's going to hold up, and that needs to be a little bit closer to the plate. So 2-0. The bread and butter we've seen here has been, say, a curveball when he's behind in the count. We'll see what he throws. And there it is, that curveball, 84. Seager takes it. 2-0 is not what he was looking for. And he's back in the count. Yes, that is middle, but 2-0 is just not what Seager was looking for. He's looking for the fastball. He showed it in the first 2 pitches, right? The reason why he swung at that second pitch was because Seager was looking heater. So now it looks like they're setting up a way, which I really love if they're going to throw a changeup here and don't give in with a fastball. They gave in with a fastball, but he missed away, and maybe that was Seager not thinking that was a strike all the way through. Maybe it was that he's looking for something else, because typically if you're looking for a fastball, you kind of swing at that. That's really close. But maybe also at 2-1, he's looking for something on the inner half and not away. And the second that it was away, he's just like, I'll just take that. So now 3-1, and that's kind of maybe why they went with that fastball away, thinking that Seager wouldn't go after it. This is a weird shot. I don't know why they decided to go with this. I don't like this. Doesn't really add anything to it. Oh, no. So he's trying to throw that fastball away, and oh my, Seager, how do you... This is fascinating. I mean, I don't know what kind of information you should be taking from this. Seager missing that. Maybe he's looking at a breaking ball instead, but you gotta connect on that. 3-1? Man. Seager, what else are you hoping for? I really want to emphasize this again. Like, this is it. This is it, Seager. So if I'm Bieber, you got to throw another heater. He's clearly not doing well on that. But no, you overthrew a slider instead. And I know that's kind of the Bieber way, is that he doesn't, he like mixes in these breaking balls more aggressively than his fastball. But man, with the way Seager just completely didn't touch anything, I feel like Bieber messed up big time there, because Seager wasn't ready to hit. So all right, fine. First and second, you just walk 2 batters. Not ideal. Obviously not. I'm going to try to attack here. I know this is Kyle Lewis, who generally fastball heavy. I would think it would be aggressive on that. So you got to give a curveball or a slider for a strike here. Oh, and he doesn't get the call. It's right off the edge. That's a pitcher's pitch. And that's really frustrating. I wouldn't give in with a fastball. I'd go back with another slider. He gave in with a slider. Kyle Lewis kind of got one that he wanted. This isn't the easiest pitch to hit. Top of the zone, a little bit in. If this is farther out, that's easier to hit. And keep in mind, I mean, Bieber's trying to get this down and away. So he's lucky that it didn't miss over here and kept going up to here. Like this could have been very, very damaging. And Lewis kind of just misses this. I mean, that's really, really close to perfect timing, and that's a 3-run shot, essentially. So if I'm Bieber, I'm not throwing a fastball here. Yeah, he threw another slider, but he pulled that one. Very frustrating. 2-1, I'm still throwing a secondary pitch. I am not throwing that fastball. Good. 87. Could have been the cutter, could have been the slider. Regardless, through first strike, he got the foul ball. Lewis is a little off balance, and kind of surprising seeing him swing at 2-1 on this, because the 2-1 and 2-0, generally those hitter counts 3-1 as well. You'll see batters essentially, it's one pitch, one spot. Think of the pitch that you want, get your timing for it, look at, out of the hand, is it coming in that situation, in that location? Then you're swinging at that. I wouldn't think an 87-mile-per-hour slider away would be that for Kyle Lewis. I would have just kind of taken it and not really given any information. It could have also been out, theoretically, because he wasn't clean, swinging at that. So, Not really what you want if you're Kyle Lewis. And now, yeah, they're trying to go that slider down and away, which is exactly right. I don't think he's going to execute it, though. Oh, no. No. Why would you do that? Why would you throw a heater? Oh, man. Oh, that's so wrong. I mean, look, I haven't been predicting Bieber well. I get this. Kyle Lewis could have been on that same page of like he's throwing breakers and stuff, but yeah, I wouldn't have. The fastball is like what Kyle Lewis is just waiting for there. And he hasn't been really commanding it as well as you want either. I'm a little frustrated at that one, but all right. I mean, look, I'll say this about Bieber. His slider, yes, he's bounced a few and stuff, but he's been like unbelievably close with a lot of these. Nibbling away, not getting exactly the same amount of strikes as he used to, but the stuff is still 100% there. There's a first pitch breaker. Is it going to loop in? No, it's not. Yeah, that's a strike most of the time against the lefty. Especially like bases loaded. J.P. Crawford, he wants to maybe slap a fastball to left field or something. You don't give him an opportunity to do that. Oh no, they're going to give him an opportunity to do that. I haven't seen a changeup yet this inning. This might be the time to do it. I don't like that they're setting up away. Ooh, all right. Best commanded fastball we've seen this inning. I am a little worried. I'll say this. Against lefties that are not major sluggers. Let me rephrase this. Against lefties that are speedsters, like Crawford, things like Brett Gardner or Cesar Hernandez, the outside corner is where they want to push the ball to left field. It's slap hitting, all that kind of stuff, where it's not extra base hits, not ISOs up the roof. When you're talking about slap hitters, it's staying away from them is actually helpful for them to push it to the opposite field. So I see this to Crawford away here. And yes, it is low and it's harder to do that. And if that's elevated, that can be pushed out. But I generally feel a little worried if I'm facing Crawford to throw that fastball in the outside corner. So I'm glad that he got away with that one. It's 0-2 now. And if I'm Bieber, I am throwing those breakers down. I mean, but he overthrew that one. Nope, let's try and do it again. And he floated that one. And again, he's trying to push it the other way again, right? He's trying to go with it to left field. No, don't stay away. No. I'm so terrified right now. Yeah, sure, he was able to put some decent wood on the breaker, but no, make him swing at this. This is your bread and butter. He's swinging a fastball away now. I'm terrified. Okay. He pulled it too far down. Fine. Are they going to try and execute that? No, you're going to throw the breaker. Oh, no, but he hung that one up. That's a bad one. And there's 2 runs. Yeah. Yeah, that was a very much of a hung breaking ball. And typically with Bieber, he's not doing that. You know, that I think he had multiple times in that at bat against Crawford. I think a foul ball that was down the left field line, that was away, that was supposed to be down and in. And then they hung one. Not typical for Bieber to see that. I think in general he's better with those breaking balls getting down and into left-handers. So now you throw a first pitch, a slider, because man on second, you want to be aggressive as a hitter. Generally, you don't throw a breaking ball. They're thinking fastball right out of the gate to be aggressive on it. He got the breaking ball and pulled it foul because he was way ahead of it thinking fastball and he couldn't stay back enough. I missed one there. Good slider. Now it's 0-1. That's the kind of slider that he has actually been executing. It hasn't been getting the same swings on, but 0-1, Dylan Moore still being aggressive and also being a generally aggressive hitter overall. A really nice pitch there from Bieber. 0-2, throw it again, just a little bit farther down. Yeah, too far away though. You want this one down here, not over here. You're not trying to do the horizontal, you're trying to do the vertical on that. Do it again. Throw it better. Oh, and he froze him with a fastball. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's cool. Moore is like thinking breaking ball. Bieber surprised him with a really nice fastball that comes back over the plate. Like that is actually, let's see. That starts off of the plate here, right? And he's thinking this is going to be a breaker that goes off as after he just didn't execute the previous one. As I was saying, you want to get this breaking ball down here. And that just comes over. It's beautiful. Love that. Oh, great stuff. So, in summary of Bieber for this outing, I'm not too worried. I think he made some mistakes and the Mariners took advantage of it. He's also gotten deeper counts than usual, as he wasn't quite pristine with fastball command and his breaking stuff. It's not something that's an indication for future starts, in my opinion. It's not something I'm really terrified of, but he made bad pitches in bad situations. It happens. Bieber is still elite, but yeah, I probably would put Garrett Cole at number 1 on the list, as I'm going to do my top 100 rankings today. But Shane Bieber, he's still great. Don't worry about it. But that's it for today's pitcher video breakdown. They come out every single weekday. I'm looking forward to the next this week. And of course, if you want to watch this live, you should be on Twitch, twitch.tv/pitcherlist, 8:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. every single weekday morning. And as always, may your BABIPs be low and your strikeouts high.